Good? Good to go? So I don't understand how Jesus can be a Muslim, obviously, when Islam came with Muhammad. So if you guys can reconcile that historically and logically, I'd like to get into that.
Good. Meaning of Islam, it means submission.
Okay.
Islam means submission.
All right.
Anyone? So, okay. All right. So the Islam means submission. Anyone who submits his will to the will of God is a Muslim.
Okay.
Yes? So, for example, when Jesus said, for example, if we want to teach the Bible, even though it's not a source of information for us, but Jesus said, let it be not my will, but yours. Yeah?
Whose?
Yeah, Jesus said to the Father,
Father,
let it be not my will, but yours.
Gotcha.
So from this is a total submission to the will of the Father. Am I right? And that's why, if that true story, if that story is true, that means that's one of the things that shows anyone who submit his will willingly to the will of God is a Muslim. So that's the meaning of Islam. Islam wasn't introduced by Muhammad. Islam is the faith of God, which God has revealed since Abraham and Noah and all of them.
I got you.
They are Muslim. That's
I got you. So if we're like gonna...
Why you say it got me up?
It means I understand you. It means I understand you. So what I'm understanding.
So far, I agree.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So just to simplify it, you're saying Muslim means. Well, yeah,
I finished the question.
Yeah. Let me back. Back.
Are you here to debate? I thought you came to ask questions.
Well, I'm here for a discussion. Would you like a discussion?
I thought you came here.
I came with a discussion. Yeah. I came for a discussion. I hope you're not a. Yeah. We good for a discussion, y'all? Is that this is Speaker's Corner, right? Okay. Speaker's Corner? Okay.
It doesn't mean I have to discuss with you. One second.
That's fine.
I don't have to.
You're right.
Do you understand?
You're right. But you was having a spirited conversation with the brother before. I'm here with an honest discussion. Let's have it. Why are we wasting time?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, let's go. All right. So when you said, okay. So when you said, you ready? Okay, cool. So you said being a Muslim means one who submits their will to God, right? So now I'm gonna ask you this question: is Allah a father in any sense?
Is Allah the Father in any sense?
Yes.
Now the issue is the misinterpretation of the Old Testament.
Is he a father in any sense, my friend?
The misinterpretation for the New Testament addressing God, the creator of Jesus, the creator of the heavens.
Is he a father? That's all I want to know.
I'm done.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to answer.
Either you answer, you take my answer as it is.
It's not an answer though.
That's up to you, right? I'm not. Do you think I have to please you in my answer?
Well, no. I was hoping that I was hoping you could give an honest answer though, instead of waffling around. Yeah.
I'm saying to you. I'm saying to you. You
well,
remember?
let's see if he answers. Do you remember the question?
You remember
what was the question?
The Father is the Father.
Is Allah the Father? Now that's the question. Let's see. Oh, you're right. He doesn't need to. Let's see if he does though, because he promised he would. Let's see if he does. Go ahead, my friend. Go ahead.
Okay.
In Islamic theology, Allah is never and must never be called Father. The very concept of divine fatherhood is rejected outright and is treated as a form of grave shirk. The Qur'an repeatedly insists that Allah neither begets nor is begotten, and it explicitly denies any use of the terms father or son, whether literal or metaphorical. This means Islam provides no space whatsoever for the father-son relationship that the New Testament describes. So if the Sheikh were to answer, yes, Allah is the Father, he would instantly violate the core doctrine of Islamic Tawheed. He would be accused of associating partners with Allah. But if he answers, no, Allah is not the Father, then his own argument falls apart. Because the Jesus of the New Testament never speaks of Allah in the Islamic sense. Every act of submission Jesus demonstrates is directed to the Father, no one else. His prayers, his teachings, his mission, even his suffering, all flow out of his relationship with the Father. Therefore, if Allah is not the Father, then Jesus is not submitting to Allah. And if Jesus is not submitting to Allah, then there is no basis for calling him a Muslim according to Islam's own definition. In other words, the Sheikh's explanation, a Muslim is someone who submits to Allah, cannot be applied to Jesus, because Jesus never submits to Allah. He submits to the Father, a figure who does not exist in Islam. And this is where the Sheikh's real dilemma comes into focus. He wants to stamp an Islamic label onto Jesus, yet Jesus himself leaves no theological space for that label to fit. The very framework of his identity, his mission, and his relationship with the Father simply cannot be absorbed into the categories Islam tries to impose.
For us to understand what is the context, we need to have the original
Context.
Bring me the original context, and then when we read,
Is the answer?
when we read it, in
No,
original
I
language,
want you to pay attention.
then we will understand what exactly Jesus said. Am I right with this? Yeah. So now here for us, I said to you earlier.
What was the question?
If the story.
What was the question? No, because you told me to listen. What was the question?
Okay.
You're not listening.
No, what was the question?
Brother. You go discuss with us.
Yeah, it's Allah the Father. Did we get an answer today yet?
Can you let him answer?
You told me he was
He didn't
answering.
finish his answer.
All right, so you told we all waited for the answer. Okay, it's Allah the Father in any sense.
You're the one who said you're going to be silent. If you're not going to
No,
be
I didn't
silent,
say that I was going to be silent. I said I was going to wait for the
then
answer.
you should. If you want to let him give the answer, you should let him be silent
Yeah,
and finish his answer.
we'll see if you told me he was going to answer. So I'm going to see if you can be
Let him
unbiased to
answer.
see if he answers or not. You'll be honest, right? I'm going to trust you. I'm going to trust you.
I'm not Muslim.
Okay. All right, I'm going to trust you. So is Allah a father?
Yeah, go ahead. Well, you got to let him finish.
Hey,
Listen,
thank you. We got a note back there.
if you interrupt me again, we'll end the discussion.
That's fine. I hope you don't waffle and get to the answer.
It's my chance.
Yeah.
You ask.
I just like to keep you focused. That's all.
No. If you interrupt me again, I will finish the discussion.
That's okay.
You understand?
That's fine with me.
So then-
It means that we don't get an answer from it, it's supposed to be a shade.
Go in peace. Then go in peace.
So no answer? No answer, guys.
Go on,
So notice here, I just wanted to put this on display here. Notice here, when we had a simple question, how is Jesus a Muslim? What he did was he went to the Bible. He went to the Bible where Jesus says, Father, let your will be done, not my will. He said this shows he's a Muslim. So I said, okay, is Allah a father? I can't get an answer right now because he knows once he answers this, he's cooked. So please just give us an honest answer, man. We're waiting.
I told you.
We'll wait.
We're done. Go in peace.
You're not waiting. You're not waiting.
Let's go.
Go in peace.
Let's go.
Go in peace. Go in peace.
You're scared of the way that he's going to answer the question.
I think he's scared of the answer.
Yeah.
I think he's scared of the answer.
I am scared of
He's scared
that.
of discourse.
Yeah, I'm
He's scared of discourse.
You weren't scared. You
I'm
were
scared.
You're right. You're right.
Listen,
and I
I'm
think that if he wasn't scared, he'd answer the question.
Yes, I'm
And if you wasn't scared, hey brother, if you wasn't scared, you would have told him, hey brother, you're not answering the question. So everybody here can see he didn't answer the question. Everybody here, except for the people that's behind there, can see he didn't answer the question.
You're not letting him speak.
Because this is what it is. I'm gonna go in peace. I'm gonna go in peace. But this is what it is. This is what it is. If Jesus says that let the Father's will be done, and that means he's a Muslim, that means that Jesus is a blasphemer committing shirk, saying that Allah is his Father, which you know you can't say. So it's either Jesus is a false prophet and a blasphemer, or he's the true Son of God and not a Muslim.
Go in peace.
Thank you. There it is, guys.
The use of the term Muslim for biblical figures functions as a theological mechanism to claim continuity. By declaring that Abraham was a Muslim, Islam implicitly asserts that Judaism and Christianity are deviations from Abraham's original faith. By calling Moses and Jesus Muslims as well, Islam positions Muhammad not as an innovator, but as the restorer of an ancient religion. This rhetorical strategy was especially important in 7th century Arabia, a region filled with Jewish and Christian communities. Claiming the religion of Abraham granted Islam historical, spiritual, and political legitimacy. Historically, this narrative took shape particularly during the Madinan period, when the early Muslim community was engaging and disputing directly with Jewish groups. During this period, the Qur'an repeatedly emphasizes a striking claim that Abraham was neither a Jew nor a Christian, but a devoted Muslim in the truest sense. This claim does not reflect the historical Abraham. Rather, it reflects the early Muslim community's need to define a new identity while competing with two well-established religious traditions. By absorbing biblical figures into the Islamic framework and reshaping their stories, Islam constructed a new collective memory that connected its community to a distant and authoritative past. Over time, the narrative that all prophets were Muslims became a central pillar of Islamic theology. It provides a straight line from the beginning of human history, Adam, all the way to Muhammad. Yet from the standpoint of the history of religions, Judaism developed gradually out of ancient Semitic traditions, and Christianity emerged from a first-century Judeo-Hellenistic environment. There is no theological evidence that Moses or Jesus taught Quranic doctrines, recited the Shahada, practiced the 5 daily prayers, observed Islamic dietary laws, or held a concept of monotheism identical to later Islam. Thus, the claim that all pre-Islamic prophets were Muslims reflects not historical fact, but an internal theological strategy designed to establish Islam as the earliest, purest, and truest religion. This narrative strengthens Islam's desired sense of continuity while undermining the authority of Judaism and Christianity. Academically, it is understood as a form of retrospective Islamization, projecting Islamic beliefs back into earlier history to build theological and historical legitimacy.